Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, I'm KingNido, and for our annual spooky game we are coming here from Spikemuth City, where for the Rockets the number is 4 because they are trying to avoid a 4-game losing streak, whereas the Montenevera Silphs are in the midst of a 4-game win streak. But the one thing they have never done is defeat the Spikemuth Rockets on the 4 occasions that these two sides have collided. The Rockets have ended the Silphs, but will that be the case today? Let us know in the comments below who you think is going to win. Will it be the dark types? Will it be the ghost types? Let's go!
3, 2, 1, go!
And starting off this matchup, it is going to be Mimikyu immediately going with the Shell Smash. Whilst that disguise is still set up, it is going to sacrifice those defenses, but it is going to boost that offense, the physical attack, special attack, as well as the speed. Although it already has that speed control in this matchup, it is going to be alongside Driftblim going up against Cacturne and Low Kicks as the power split here from Driftblim, focusing in onto Cacturne, sharing the power between the two, but Low Kicks is going to respond for its side by setting up the shift gear. There is a lot of setup going on in the early stages of this contest, as there is the massive speed boost for Low Kicks, but it's also going to boost that physical attack that's base 102 as we get the water spout from Cacturne, taking the offense straight to Driftblim and breaking that disguise of Mimikyu in the process here, and it has those lower defenses as it is going to go with the Powder Snow, getting that spread damage of its own, super effective there onto Cacturne, being a part grass type, but Low Kicks responding with the Ancient Power, focusing in on that Shell Smashed Mimikyu, but Driftblim goes with the Amnesia, continuing here with those stat boosts. It is going to boost that special defense a great deal as Cacturne does go with the Skitter Smack. This is going to be resisted, doing very minimal damage here to Driftblim, but it does lower that special attack back down. However, we do get the Bone Rush here from Mimikyu. This multi-hit move, it wants all 5 connections here. It has 3, it needs 2 more, but it is only going to get 3 of that not very effective move, although still getting some great damage as Low Kicks is going to try for the Endeavor, but unfortunately that is not going to work on Driftblim, who is looking to capitalize by going with the Rock Tomb. Super effective, massive damage here onto the part Bug type, lowering that speed back down of Low Kicks as Cacturne is going to go for the block, but unfortunately this is not going to work once again on Driftblim, allowing the Gunk Shot here from Mimikyu to get the first elimination of this match. Super effective onto Cacturne, taking it out of this contest. However, Low Kick still outspeeding Driftblim, is going with the Defend order now. It is going to boost that physical defense and that special defense as well, but it is all by itself, and Driftblim is going to try and capitalize with the Shadow Ball here on to Low Kicks, but Low Kicks is able to hang on from that not very effective move, being put into knockout range. It is being joined by Morpeko, but it is going to be on the receiving end of the arm thrust, and a critical play on that first connection. The second one puts Morpeko into knockout range as it is going to showdown on its Land Spirit. It is getting pumped, but it is also getting struck for a 3rd time. It is a 3-hit wonder. That super effective arm thrust has taken Morpeko out of this match by Mimikyu, getting those 3 connections. However, Low Kicks trying to do its part, does go with the Vine Whip. It does put Mimikyu into knockout range. However, Driftblim trying for the Psychic Noise. This is not going to work on Low Kicks. The Dark types are immune to Psychic type moves, as it is going to be that Unnerving Arbok entering for the Spikemuth Rockets, taking on this Dark typing as the Terrestrial Draftee, and it wants to help end that losing streak here for the Spikemuth Rockets. That has been a key member of this team, but they've already dropped 2 Pokemon in the early stages of this matchup, and Mimikyu is immediately meeting it with the Flame Charge, getting some fantastic damage, boosting that speed even more in the process as Low Kicks tries with the Corrosive Gas. This is going to corrode away the Leopard Berries here, as well as the Enigma Berry that Arbok is holding, as the starting 4 Pokemon always enter with those Leopard Berries. It is going to be Driftblim going with the Dragon Breath to finally take Low Kicks out of this matchup. We have lost 3 Pokemon from the Spikemuth Rockets already, but Arbok is going immediately with the payback here on to Driftblim to take it out of this match. A perfectly timed payback with that super effective move. It is going to be the Rockets sending in our friend Malamar, and it is going to be the Silphs sending in their own Terrestrial Draftee Spidops, and even though it only has that 404 base stat total. It has been an extremely effective member embracing this ghost typing, and it wants to help the Silphs get their first ever victory over the Rockets, as Mimikyu is running wild with the Draco Meteor, getting some more fantastic damage this time onto Malamar, lowering that special attack a great deal in the process. Malamar is going to be chowing down on that Citrus Berry, trying to offset some of that damage from the Draco Meteor, and Arbok is going with the Dragon Darts, first targeting down Spidops and second targeting down Spidops, as Mimikyu is a part fairy type. Malamar trying for the scratch, but it phases straight through Mimikyu. This allows Spidops to try and capitalize by going with the power trick. Not going on the offensive, it is switching that 79 base attack with that 92 base defense. The Nightshade from Mimikyu onto Arbok, putting it into knockout range with that consistent damage. Arbok responds with the Grass Pledge, getting some great damage here onto Spidops. Malamar following up with the fake out, but unfortunately that is going to fail. This opens the door for Spidops to try and capitalize, and it goes with the Petal Dance to take Arbok out of this match. There are 2 Pokemon remaining for the Spikemuth Rockets. They need to eliminate 5 members of the Silphs to bring this all the way back, and they are sending Crawdon into this contest. Mimikyu trying to meet it with the Frenzy Plant, but instead it is going to connect with Malamar, getting some great damage, but Malamar does go with the Swords Dance here, and it is going to boost that physical attack a great deal. Base 92, and Crawdon follows it up with the Shadow Sneak on to Spidops, but it hangs on after that super effective move, but barely. It is going to be chowing down, restoring its own health with that Enigma Berry, following that super effective damage, continuing the Petal Dance here. And Malamar's now the Pokemon hanging on barely, but Mimikyu, it has to recharge. Malamar looking to capitalize, goes with the Leech Seed. It needs all the health it can get back. Mimikyu, who's been in since the very start, does not have much health left, and it has those lowered defenses. Remember, the Ember from Crawdon does put Spidops into knockout range, but this allows Spidops to finish off the Petal Dance, and it finishes off Malamar, taking it out of this match. Crawdon is all by itself. Now, Spidops is going to be left confused due to the fatigue of that Petal Dance, but Mimikyu is going with the Focus Blast, and it has been fully focused all match, and it finishes it off with a one-hit wonder. That critical play is going to take Crawdon out of this match. The Spikemuth Rockets have indeed lost 4 games in a row, and this is following their win streak, but the Silphs in second place have won their 5th game in a row, and we can see that the Plasma have also locked up a berth inside of Victory Road. But the Rockets next round will be going up against the Eternodevons. The Silphs, they'll be going up against the Castelia Pinchers. But until then, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field, and if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.